Queens, New York. The year is 1925. The streets hum with jazz. The air smells of fresh ink and cigarettes. Behind every polished door lies a secret. And inside one neat little home lives Ruth Snyder, a woman the world thought had it all. A husband, a daughter, a picture-perfect life. But smiles can hide storms. Ruth's husband, Albert Snyder, was a cold and joyless man. He spoke more to his newspaper than to his wife. His heart belonged to the ghost of a woman he lost years ago, his dead fiancée. And every night, Ruth slept beside that woman's photograph. Loneliness can make even the kindest heart dangerous. One evening, at a dinner party, Ruth met Henry Judd Gray, a traveling corset salesman, charming, polite, the kind of man who listened. Their eyes met, and something dangerous began to burn, the kind of fire that feels like love, but isn't. Their affair began quietly, stolen afternoons, secret phone calls, and love letters signed with false names. In cheap hotels, they were no longer Ruth and Henry. They were Mr. and Mrs. Judd, two souls hiding from the world and from themselves. But the thrill of secrecy soon turned into the hunger for freedom. Ruth whispered, "If only Albert were gone, we could be together forever." Then came an idea, dark, deliberate, a $48,000 life insurance policy, double payout if death came by accident. They tried everything: poison, staged accidents, gas leaks. Each attempt failed. Henry began to waver, but Ruth was relentless. Love had turned into control. "If you love me," she said, "you'll do this for me." March 20th, 1927. The night was silent. Too silent. Henry crept into the Snyder home. Albert lay asleep. Ruth nodded once. Henry raised a sash weight and brought it down. Then Ruth wrapped a wire around her husband's neck. It was done. To cover their tracks, they tore the room apart, overturned chairs, smashed glass, missing jewelry. Ruth called the police, sobbing hysterically, "Burglars! They've killed my husband!" But detectives noticed something odd. Nothing valuable was taken. And near the bed, a tiny clue sparkled under the light. A monogrammed pin. It belonged to Henry Judd Gray. Both were arrested within days. At first, they promised loyalty, but under interrogation lights, their love story cracked. Henry said Ruth forced him. Ruth said Henry did everything. The romance that began with whispers now echoed with betrayal. The trial drew thousands. Every headline screamed her name. The blonde Borgia of Queens. Flashbulbs popped as Ruth walked in, confident, defiant, and dressed like a movie star. The case became entertainment. Reporters turned murder into gossip. The world was obsessed, not with justice, but with the story of a beautiful woman who killed for love. The jury took only 2 hours. Guilty, both of them. Henry bowed his head. Ruth stared straight ahead. Love had led them to the electric chair. January 12th, 1928. Sing Prison. Ruth Snyder walked to the electric chair in silence. A hidden camera captured the moment. A flashbulb burst as her life ended. It became the most infamous photograph in crime history. Their story lived on, in books, in whispers, and in Hollywood's Double Indemnity. A tale of passion poisoned by greed. of lovers who destroyed themselves in the name of love. They said they killed for love, but love was the first thing they murdered.
This is Beyond Limits TV, where struggle becomes strength. Like, share, and subscribe if you believe it's never too late to rise.